Hello, everyone. Welcome to OnyxEarth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So, I'm back. It's been a while. I've been super busy. I'm super tired, which I will say in each of your piles because I've done this reading already. I thought I was going to need to pull additional cards so that I could lay on the table, but I ended up using the first deck because I use lots of decks today, which is abnormal in the newer version of the way I've been doing readings because I'm so low on energy. So I didn't want to overexert myself by relying on my abilities, whatever you want to call it, and intuition. So I pulled lots of cards just to help me so that I wouldn't have to do too much. And we got a lot of messages, lots of thoughts, some feelings. I got some advice for you guys, and I got outcomes for the situations regarding your person, because that's basically what we're looking at. The focus is, what is this person thinking? So we got a lot of that. Let's see. I did live shuffle, which is also abnormal, but we did it a bit different today just because I wanted to just not overthink it, not overstructure it in a way that would take up more time and lead to me not creating video. So let's see. Anything else I need to say? Nope. I am good. I think we're gonna select our piles now. So what is your person thinking? You got pile 1, 2, 3 from left to right. I'll give you a moment to select your pile. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. Hello, pile 1. If you selected this Opalite crystal, this is your reading. So this is going to be different than you're accustomed to. If you're familiar with my channel, I have a bunch of decks, 6 actually. I may or may not use them all. We're going to see. There's a reason for that. There's actually 2 reasons for that. So the first reason is I do like cards. I like to use them. I don't necessarily need them to do readings, but I like them. The other reason is because I've been super low on energy lately, and I'm going to rely on these cards heavily to prompt me because I don't want to overexert my energy doing this reading. So we're just going to pull cards. We're going to do it live on camera because I don't want to keep doing the stopping start thing if I don't have to. So we're going to look at just your person's thoughts and feelings. So I'm going to grab this deck. Let me see. Do I want that one? No, I want this one. Let me shuffle. Okay, and I've already cleared the energy and everything. I've already prepped for this reading. Let's see what this person's thinking for pile 1. A lot of cards. Let's see. And there's one. Oh, it fell in reverse. Oh, okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of elixirs. So, and I did not say it just now because I'm going to say it in the intro, and I'm going to say it, it's going to be in the title. But right now we're looking at how this person's feeling towards you specifically. Like, this is about you. We don't care about what they're feeling about other things. Even though it may have spilled over specifically, that was as I was thinking. So this person is they're really sad. That's unfortunate. They're really sad. They're very much a bit withdrawn, like just very emotional right now. Your first card is the moon, which focuses on your emotions and intuition, and whatever it is regarding your situation, the connection you two share. It's like they can't quite figure it out. Like, they can't figure out what to do, how to make it work, whatever the issues are. They know that they can figure it out. They just haven't yet, and they're really struggling with that realization that they're not gonna know how to fix everything exactly when they want to, right? Information comes to you as you need it, but right now it's almost like they're meant to have to sit with this energy of not knowing what to do. Yeah, because with the moon, like I was saying, it's basically your intuition, it's emotions, and it's like them trying to get a feel for what they should do. Like without like they're trying to get more in tune with their intuition to feel what would be the right thing to do in regards to the connection versus trying to overanalyze the situation. And it's basically and they're also doing that like privately. They're not sharing that with anyone. They're not talking to you about it. You may not be in communication, especially with that five of elixirs, which is the five of cups. It's just this person is really going through it as it relates to this connection. I don't know. Like I'm gonna say third party situation, but it doesn't have to be a person. It could just be circumstances, a situation. Like if there's a physical distance between the two of you, or if there's a cultural difference that you two just can't seem to make it work, or if there's just circumstances that you two are not in the space to be together. It could be those things. It's just right now this person's really feeling a loss with that five of elixirs. Like it's like they feel like they're missing out on being with you, and they desperately want to be with you. It's not working for whatever reason, or it's not something that they can do right now. And then with the wheel of fortune, ooh, that is not the wheel of fortune. Okay, that's a message. So me saying wheel of fortune, I said I didn't want to dream myself, but here we are, right? I didn't even pull extra cards yet. I'm just still rolling with the cards I normally do. It's how I do. Okay, so me saying wheel of fortune, this person feels like they've kind of been unlucky, like they've been dealt a bad hand of cards in life right now. And whatever that unlucky situation they're in, or circumstances that they've encountered, or just unlucky in life, whatever that thing is that they're feeling unlucky in regards to, it's the thing that they feel is keeping them from you most. And whatever that is, they're really beginning to resent the situation. And that the world card, I keep wanting to say the wheel of fortune, it is not here. But that's just how unlucky this person is feeling as it relates to you. But the world card in reverse, it's like they don't see, like I said, that clear path to resolution right now, currently. Like they don't see it, but in that sense of the wheel of fortune is not here. I don't know what's going on. Like this person's feeling super unlucky, but that's also the wheel of fortune keep coming in my mind like that. It's probably some luck is going to turn around soon. So we're going to pull cards to see, but with the world in reverse, it's also showing that this person's also not going to let you go. Like they're not going to let you go. So in all of this depression, all of this angst, all of this, I don't know why I can't be with this person, or I don't know why it's not working with this person, or I don't know why we're in a rough patch right now. They're not willing to end the connection, right? Because in the center, you have the Seven of Rods, that is the Seven of Wands, and they are fighting, okay? They are very much fighting. But you do have to watch that, because the Seven of Wands fighting is almost like fighting by yourself. So just make sure that this person doesn't feel like they're in this alone, right? So like if this is a situation where you two are in a connection, if they feel like they're fighting for it by themselves, then if you want this person, make sure that they realize that or not. Now, if this is a connection that you feel like is dying, and five of elixirs, some of you, it is a connection that is dying. Make sure that they know, so that they stop putting all this effort, right? Because right now they are Seven of Wands. They're fighting as much as they can, to make sure that this connection doesn't end the world in reverse. So if this is not what you want with this person that you're asking about, make sure that they know, make sure you're transparent with them. But right now they're feeling that it's a loss, but they're still not willing to let it go, and they're fighting for it. That's some of you. Now, if you're asking about a connection that you want, the perception is that this person is in it alone. So make sure that you make sure that they know that they are not alone, and that you want it as well. But if this is a situation that like it hasn't launched yet, like if it's not an actual connection, this person is, so far it looks like this person is just stalling, delaying, like they're kind of battling, like they want it, but they're also pulling back. Like they give just enough and then they pull back, because they're not sure if it's a real thing because of circumstances and everything, right? not sure what the end result will look like with the World card. But yeah, with the Five of Elixirs being the overview, it is this person desperately like is missing you, regardless of the situation, whether it's someone that you're done with, whether it's someone that you're both fighting for the connection, whether it's someone that you're not in a connection with that you're hoping could be, but you probably know it's a bit of a messy situation. I'm seeing that it's a messy situation because the Five of Elixirs traditionally has 3 cups spilled all over the place. So it could just be a big mess of a situation. And basically this person wants to make sure that that in being with you, it's not going to create more mess. That's what I'm hearing. Create more mess by being with you for whatever reason. I don't know. That's what's coming through. Let me grab this other deck for more clarity of what this person is thinking. How is this person? Oh, I didn't even have my question out, but I'm going to take these 2 cards. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, waiting. Just waiting. 3 of Cups. So for whatever reason, I heard waiting for the right time. And then you have the Emperor at the bottom. So we got somebody here that is very much concerned with appearances, right? The Emperor is very well respected, very much loved, at the top of their game, whether it's popularity, whether it is career, whether it is, again, like I said, popularity, just societal perception. The Emperor is the top of the food chain. So there's someone here that is very much concerned with appearances, and that is why you have all of this struggle, all of this issue, all of this pain, right, with the Five of Elixirs, because it's a what will people say kind of situation. So I don't know what your situation is, Pile One, but we've got the 7 of Pentacles here, that this is someone that's waiting. So it's like they've been waiting probably for some time and they're still going to continue to wait. But the 3 of Cups shows that they're waiting for the right, like I said, the right time. And in their perception, in their thoughts, like we're talking about what they're thinking, right? The right time is when everyone else is good. So whatever that means for you, when everyone else is good, I'm hearing casual, like whenever this wouldn't be a messy situation. Some of you may be in a situation where ooh, I see a lot of scandalous situations. Y'all are living some crazy lives. I'm not judging you, but wow, that's very interesting. Because with that 3 of Cups, like I know people read it as third party all the time, but it's the joyful gathering card. It's like when everyone can come together happily without any drama. So it's like some of you may be in situations with like you may be pursuing someone, or this person you're asking about may have dated a friend of yours or a family member. Like they may be married, maybe someone that you work with, like maybe someone that like an authority figure at school or something like that, or you may be that authority figure. Like a lot of scandalous energy is coming through from that card, because it's like this person's in a position that it's like they kind of built that 7 of Pentacles energy, or you have as well. It could be either you or them, but someone in this situation, I'm going to read it as your person, has built themselves to a position where they do have a lot to lose, right? With the Emperor being at the top of their game, and that 7 of Pentacles being that harvest after years of hard work, and that 3 of Cups, which is being able to enjoy it with friends, right? It's like some of you may be in a situation that you're kind of asking about a person that's a bit off limits for whatever reason. And sometimes that comes through for you. But yeah, that's what this person is waiting for in their mind. So in their mind, like all of this angst, all of the trauma, not wanting to let you go, not letting you go, regardless of the scenario, it's not an option at all. Like that's not something that they've even considered in their thoughts. Like they're thinking about how traumatic it is right now for them and how painful it is, but letting you go is not, like that's not something that's crossing their mind. Like that, I don't even think that, it's not even like, should I let them go? No, it's like, that's just not a thought. But they're waiting and they're extending and they're wanting to see the right time for this connection, so that it can come, so that when you two are together, it could be that 3 of Cups energy of fun. They can maintain whatever status, whatever respect they have for themselves and that other people have. They can maintain whatever they've built in that 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's basically what they're thinking. And I'm gonna grab this one just to see. Sorry, I'm just like knocking everything. Just let me get me more thoughts on this person, because I honestly today I just wanted, because I'm so low on energy, I want to put something out, but I want to make sure that it's just a fun, not overly exerting reading, even though the energy coming through is not fun. Looks like it's gonna be. I'll pull to see outcome as well. I think I'm gonna grab one of those decks off of, or maybe I'll grab another deck and see what the outcome is. But right now I want to focus more on this person's thoughts. So what are their thoughts as it relates to pile 1? Look at that. Eagle King, the big picture, angelic help. This person's praying. They're hoping that something will shift in circumstances, right? The world in reverse is like, I can't control my circumstances. And, especially since you have the map maker of destiny at the bottom. So it's like this person feels like they're they don't have control of the situation anymore. They know that they're not going to be able to fix it by themselves. So they're relying on whatever spiritual beliefs that they have right now. And it is rough. It is rough. And the Eagle King, it feels very similar to the Emperor in this instance of this person feels they have a lot to lose. Okay, I know that, and I said that, but because of that, that is why this person is kind of taking a step back. If you're not feeling like this person's putting forth any effort, or if you feel like they're hot and cold, it's because that big picture, right? It's like, okay, so this is what I want. This is what I eventually want to have. This is like, I want to find a resolution here, but it's more than me. It's more than myself and my individual desires here at play. So again, it's feeling like with that 3 of Cups, it feels like a happy situation. Like maybe there's friends involved, family members involved. Again, if this is like, if you are married or they're married, like there's more at play than just you and this person, pile 1. So that is why they're so conflicted. That is why it is a waiting game, because I do feel like there's a waiting game. I feel like it's hot and cold and there's a waiting game for whatever reason in your connection. But with the map maker of destiny, I was like, I'm going to pull an outcome later. This person is kind of like a map maker, right? Creating a journey to eventually be with you. That's why you have the World card in reverse of not letting you go. This person's kind of really, and that's that 7 of Wands that's at the bottom. That fighting and working and trying to put all this energy into how can we eventually reach the end of this journey and into union, right? Because that is what why this person has so much anxiety, because they are genuinely trying to figure out, like they're shifting between, okay, I'm just going to let it go, and if it's going to come to me when it comes to me, or it's going to work itself out, like God's going to fix it all for me, I don't have to do anything, and okay, now I have to zero in on this and really figure out what I'm going to do. Like it's a hot and cold. It's not just hot and cold with you, it's hot and cold within themselves. That's what this person's doing. It's just like they don't know what to do. Sometimes they try to overanalyze the situation and map out physical ways to fix the situation, and then they go back to, oh, okay, I just have to release this and just it's gonna come to me as it does. But yeah, because this person is very much used to being in control with that Eagle King and the Emperor. So that is what they're thinking. Like they're trying to figure out, strategize how to make the situation better. And then they're also like, you know what? There's also days where they're like, I'm just gonna release it. It's gonna happen as it should. So I wanna see an outcome. Well, no, because I have we're gonna stay on path, because I have 2 decks. I have 2 love decks. I have the cute little thing that I ordered off of Amazon. Everyone has the bigger one, but I didn't care. I got the small one, and I have this deck. I'm gonna pause because I do have to unbox it. I'm still gonna shuffle on camera, but I don't want you to see me fighting with the box. Okay, I'm not gonna fight with the boxes. We're good. Pile 1. I do have to book for this one, because it's new and I'm not familiar with it. We're gonna try to read it intuitively. Hopefully it's not too much, but we'll see. I may need to see, because I just got this deck last night. So your person's thoughts, and honestly, I may be able to get an outcome from these. And I felt, okay, Children. I want another one. I got romantic feelings at the bottom, but children is making me feel like this person has a family. Pile one. So that makes sense. And if not, what I'm getting, some of you, this person has children. Yes, I had to stop the shuffle. And at the bottom is passion as I've stopped the shuffle. But I'm not going to take it. I just want you to know, like, romantic feelings, passion, that's how this person's feeling and this person's thoughts towards you. So they're very much interested in you and they do want to be with you, whether you're together or whether you're in a third party or whatever. But like, and it doesn't have to be necessarily scandalous, okay? Because of various situations coming in. So like if you're with this person and like maybe they're divorced or maybe they're separated, or if they're just not with the person that they have children with, the children are still at play, right? We have children here, and maybe one of you, like if they have children and you don't, it may be a situation where you're struggling with that because they're still very much involved with their children and that previous partner, as because they have children together, and like there may be issues. This could be a whole nother reading, but I'm gonna stay on topic because you are not the only people here in this situation, okay? So but yeah, if there's children at play, they're still having to be involved. I don't know if they're still involved with that previous partner. I cannot tell you that, pile one. That would take me off topic, and I want to stay on topic because I don't want this to be too long. But they do have to be involved with this person to a certain degree because they have children. So, okay, so that's, it could be scandalous, it may not be, but the children really do matter. Those of you where it's not a situation where they have children, it's an issue of, I just heard someone may not be able to give you children. So, and this may play into the message that I'm coming in with, is that you may be, or they may be younger. Someone there may be a significant age gap between the two of you with that children card. Like someone's feeling much younger, and there's an issue of, what about children? Like, what are we going to do about children? So that's an issue. But I'm also, and even if it's not like an actual age, like a physical age difference, there's a level of difference in maturity and status in where you two are in life. Right? You two are living very different lives right now. And that is, again, cultural difference, right? Because cultural difference doesn't necessarily have to be like based on your ancestry or where you are. It could literally just be a difference in lifestyle, the way you're living your life. And that's part of what this person's thinking about, is those differences in the way you two are living. And when I say different scenarios, sometimes it's both. Like it could very well be that difference in lifestyle is that this person has children and you don't, or vice versa. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be one scenario for you. You could have multiple within a reading. And that's basically what this person's thinking about, weighing heavily on their mind as it relates to this connection. Let me get one more from this deck. And then I guess I'll take the bottom because I like to do that sometimes. It's really stubborn. This person's really stubborn. I may just, okay. And when I said stubborn, little attitude cards start falling. I'm going to just pull one right here. And then I got two. Okay. Stubborn and mean. So, getting to know each other, let your friends help you. That friendship energy again. And at the bottom again, you heard me shuffle. Passion. I mean, that's funny. Because passion desperately wants to be the bottom of the deck for this energy. So there's lots of passion. This person's very passionate about you, right? It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. You make this person very happy. Okay, pile one. But okay, it's feeling, regardless of where you are in the connection, whether it's established, whether it's early, whether it's not started yet, there's just a vibe between you two. This person is interested in deepening it. Like they want to get to know you. So like, I think that's part of that over analyzing energy, that ego king, that emperor is like, if I'm going to risk it all or whatever, then I need to know what I'm getting into. And I want to make sure that this is the right decision. You know what I mean? Or like if I'm going to continue fighting for this, I need to make sure that it's worth it. That's the energy here. And because that's why this person is like getting to know each other. So especially as it relates to those cultural differences, like those lifestyle differences, it's like, can this work? Let me get to know you better so we can see if this works. So that's where their head is. And if they have children, actual children, then they need to know you better before, you know, they really truly commit to a deeper level, because they have children to consider, right? They don't want to just bring anybody around their kids. So it's a getting to know each other, and it's like, let your friends help you. So I feel like this person is thinking about taking you on a date, because you have the Three of Cups and you have let your friends help you, but it's going to be very social. It's not going to be like private and intimate. It's going to be like they're going to try to get to know you in group settings more. Like not saying that and this still applies if this is an established connection. Like if you have if think of it this way, if you're an established connection and it's been rough, it's been rocky, this person is like, maybe we can loosen it up, make it more fun, incite more passion if we do something social, if we go out, if we invite our friends over. Like maybe we won't have all these issues. We won't be arguing. We're not going to argue in front of people. It's funny because like this person is very much concerned with other people think, with that ego king and the emperor energy, and to let your friends help you, like wanting to make sure that like there's other people around because they know that you're not going to argue with them in front of other people. That's funny. If you have an established connection, that's what they're thinking. They're like, I know this person's not going to argue with me in front of other people, so to avoid the argument, I'm just going to make sure there's always people around. So that's funny. And basically, like, let your friends help you in that Three of Cups. They're really thinking about a date. Like they want to get in, like they want to like kind of make it more social, more casual, less intense, so that you two can really enjoy each other's company. That's something that they're thinking of doing. But it's also I don't know, like something about friends here. It's really what about friends? I don't know. Like, is there something I'm not hitting? I'm gonna take this other oracle deck and just clarify on how friends can help, because that Three of Cups and let your friends help you, there's a message that I'm struggling to get right now. I'm not gonna lie. What about friends? What about friends? Okay. Oh, that's, I don't know what that means. I'm running out of space. Okay, I'm gonna put these up here. It's transform in reverse and flow in reverse, and then hydrate. So okay, that is part of the stuck energy. It's like, maybe that what are people gonna think, or how are people gonna interpret the connection, or like, some of you do need to let your friends help you if you're an established connection, because like they don't realize you're having issues, and they do like this person's thinking that maybe if you kind of like talk to a friend, or they talk to a friend, that would maybe help help the connection, because like with transform and reverse, it's like there's a resistance to change. Like we're doing the same thing and it's not working. And flow in reverse is the exact same thing. So it's like you're not moving, you're just sitting here in this stale energy, in this awkward energy, in this hostile energy. And like maybe if you talk to friends, it will hydrate the connection, right? It'll basically rejuvenate the connection if you just kind of have somebody to talk to, or if you just kind of ask for advice with friends that may be in a similar situation, maybe having issues as well, or have had issues in the past. So that's where the friends help you, and the Three of Cups. So they're thinking of like maybe kind of getting another couple in to talk to, maybe an older couple, or just a couple that's similar to you, whatever issues you're having, especially if the issues are related to children. There's someone that you know in your social circle that kind of work through those issues that they're feeling like they can help you with. And even if that specific situation is not yours, it's still a very similar situation of there are friends around that can give them advice. Like there's a friend that they're going to go to that's going to help them work this out in their mind regarding this connection, like what they should do. And they're going to leave that conversation with that friend feeling very much not very much, but feeling a lot clearer on what to do, right? So that is why let your friends help you is a thing. And there's also that underlying energy of some of you are like dealing with people that past friends have, and they're just hoping that it doesn't like ruin that. Like that's why the friends keep popping up if you're living that kind of life. But yeah, I didn't want to get off topic, but that there was a message trying to come through with friends, and I didn't want to miss it because it was very relevant to this person's mind. Like friends are on this person's mind. There's also a situation of if they can get the friends on board regarding the connection, that's all they need. Like if there's certain people, very specific people, power one, that if those people are okay with the connection proceeding as it is, like if they can accept it, or if they can help shift the dynamic of the connection, whatever these friends thoughts are, or whoever these friends are, but like just them accepting the connection or them helping the connection is like a green light to everybody else, right? So whoever those people are. So let me get one of these cards that I ordered last night just to get more on their thoughts. What are they thinking? This is also another like love intimacy deck, so we're gonna get those kind of thoughts. Power one. What are they thinking? Joy and jubilation. It's another one. Full intimacy. Erotic bliss. Let me see where I'm gonna put this one. I'm sitting at an awkward position, everybody. Like I'm struggling a bit, so I'm just throwing the cards wherever they go. So erotic bliss as the overview, full intimacy, joy, and jubilation. So basically, like this person obviously wants to get it in with you. They're very much attracted to you. And I was getting that earlier if I didn't say that. Like there's lots of sexual tension between you and this person. Like this person is very much thinking a lot about that. That's why you have passion. Like there's a lot of desire, like wanting you and can't have you energy with Five of Elixirs. But this person is very much thinking to themselves, like with joy and jubilation following, leading into full intimacy. They're really like in their mind, like sex with you would be amazing. Like that's what they think about a lot. Like they think about it a lot, and like they probably masturbate, not gonna lie, like, but they think about having sex with you a lot. That's like half of their thoughts. And they think about how great it would be. I'm not gonna lie, like they think about how great it would be, but not necessarily just physically. It's more like again, that erotic bliss. Like they constantly think about orgasm. They constantly think about that soul connection with you and how deep they can go with you. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, those cards are straight to the point. I thought I would need the book, but like erotic bliss, that's what they're thinking of with you. Full intimacy, that's what they're thinking of you. Joy and jubilation, that's what they're thinking of. I did have that deck that I used for the friends. I wanted to do something else. Let me just grab it. Because I was going to use it to give you advice or just kind of give you an outcome. Maybe I'll just pull one card each. Maybe I'll this is interesting, and I'm switching it up live. We're gonna take whatever falls as advice, and then we're gonna take the overview as like potential outcome, right? If this deck does that, we'll see. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up for power one. So, a card for advice. Okay, you have to release and be strong. So whatever, if that's confirmation for you, power one, that in the overview is triggers. Ooh, that's interesting. So your advice is to, and they're both slanted left. So you have release slanted, not left, sorry, right. You release slanted right, strength slanted right, which is maturing energy. That is energy that is coming to fruition, things that are already in process, coming to a close. So you've already been working on releasing. So that ties back to, I think earlier I said that some of you are asking about someone that you've already checked out on. Yeah. If that's the case, if you're asking about someone you're trying to connect with, and again, like I said, multiple scenarios, you could pick pile one and be like, I don't know which one of these people I'm dealing with. I'm thinking of, and I'm thinking of them both. So you may have two scenarios in the pile. I feel some of you do, but the person that you checked out on, you've already been checking out, and you're gonna have to come to a close. You're gonna have to make sure that you're clear about that, especially since the outcome is that maturing trigger. Like, you're going to have to finally just stop wasting this person's time. If you are asking about someone that you're in a connection with and it's been rocky, stop trying to control everything. Stop being nitpicky. Stop trying to stop adding fuel to the fire. If you two already have differences, if you're very different already, why create more issues by being nitpicky and argumentative? Release and strength, right? It's like picking your battles. Like, just let it go. It's not necessary. Like, if you're arguing with this person all the time, you don't have to argue with this person all the time. And sometimes it's not even worth it. It's petty. So don't do that. And with the overview being triggers, it's like, stop being so triggered, literally. Like, and you've been working on that because it's also slanted right, and it is maturing energy. It's something you've been working towards, and it's showing that being the outcome is showing that you're getting to a place where every little thing they do doesn't annoy you. Okay, which I don't know why you would want to be with somebody that, like, every little thing they do annoys you. Maybe it's the sex, because erotic bliss, they got that good. Maybe that's what it is, that passion. But like, you don't. It's almost like you didn't even like this person, like mentally. There's a disconnect. If that's the case, if you're in a connection where it's just rocky, but you're working past that, okay, you're going to release those triggers, and you'll be more open to getting to know them better, understanding them and such, if you release and are stable in your energy. Now, those of you where this is something new incoming, it's saying that you don't get to control the connection. Just let it go. Like, not let it go as in it's not gonna happen. It's saying let go and stop focusing all of your attention on what could be, right? Like, releasing and just being strong within yourself. And again, maturing energy. So it's something you've already been working on, but it's showing that that is something that you're going to have a full-on realization of soon. Especially since the outcome for you as well is triggers slanted right. Like, you've been working on how to not let this bother you so much, and you're going to full-on have that realization of not being so triggered by the situation. And trigger slanted right in a material sense, because I'm thinking of it mentally, because this is about their thoughts, right? But materially, trigger slanted right is something that's about to pop off. Like, it's like something that's been at play for a while, and it's about to, like, snap. So whatever it is, whatever needs to happen to make this connection go, it's feeling like it's about to happen, because triggers slanted right, maturing, like a trigger that is coming, that has been at play for a while, that is just about to, like you're gonna pull, like, the trigger's gonna be pulled soon, right? So we're gonna wrap it up here, pile one. Hopefully this was a good reading for you. That is all I have for you today. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, pile two, if you selected this rose quartz crystal, then this is your reading. So we're going to be looking at what your person's thinking, probably get some feelings, just whatever. It's going to be very casual, not as structured, I guess, as normal, but it's a bit all over the place. I'm not going to lie. I'm very low on energy, so I have a few decks. I did find a way to organize it a little bit in pile one, but because I'm so low on energy, I just want to put something out so I can get you guys a reading. And yeah, so I've got a few decks. I'm gonna go in a certain order, or I may switch it up, but let's just see what your person's thinking. Got my first deck in my hand. We're gonna shuffle on camera. I know y'all know I don't like to do that. That's the life we're living right now, is I'm shuffling on camera. So we're just gonna see what your person's thinking. Pile two, rose quartz crystal. What is your person thinking? Pile two. The sun. Oh, that's nice. And ooh, this person's okay. Do I want No, I don't want that one. I'm gonna take another one. Okay, this one wants to come out. Okay, and this one also wants to come out. This person is crazy about you, Pile 2. What did you do? What did you do to this person? So this is very, very good energy. This person is stuck on you and they just feel like there's no escaping. Like you have the hangman ending it, which is a loss of control. It's just being out of their control. That is what they're thinking about, the fact that they cannot control how they feel for you. And with the Chariot as the overview, they're just thinking about having you and pursuing you, having you in various ways, like talking to you, being with you romantically, socially, intimately. It's just a lot of energy because your first card was the Sun. And I was like, oh, that's nice. Let's see if it's going to go downhill. But it's not. Like the Sun card is that powerful, passionate energy. Like the Sun could be just, it's just bright, vibrant energy. It's typically read as positive, even though it doesn't have to be. But immediately I knew this was positive energy. Look at all that yellow in those first two cards. It's like solar plexus energy, like very powerful energy. That's how they're feeling for you. You make them feel powerful. And I know I'm focusing on the feelings, but like it's just such a strong energy of how they feel coming through, that like their thoughts are heavily focused on how they feel about you. That's how passionate they are towards you. And it's like, I mean, the Sun, the Chariot, just very, very much go-getter energy. Now coming through naturally for me is that the Chariot is ruled by Cancer and that the Sun is ruled by Leo. So something about the summer months they're thinking about, like they're very much in the Sun, obviously, but they're thinking about something regarding the summer months regarding you. And it's feeling like maybe they get to see you, maybe they get to spend more time with you, maybe they get to deepen the relationship, the connection. But the summer is very exciting for them in terms of their thoughts. Like they're thinking very much so on the summer energy, regardless of what summer is for you, whether it's this summer, whether it's next summer, summer past. It could be something they're reflecting on, but the summer is very heavily on this person's mind as it relates to you and your connection, especially since Sun leading into that Six of Rods, which is achievement, accomplishment. Maybe you got intimate. Like it's feeling like something was successful. It's feeling very much like this person is thinking of achieving something in relation to your connection with them and getting closer to you. It's feeling like a victory. And leading into the Four of Coins, which is the Four of Pentacles, like it's like that victory is some sort of stability, like it's stabilizing the connection. It feels like whatever it is, it's like whatever this victory is, whatever the situation is, this passionate energy, how they won, it resulted in them, I don't know if it was just making their intentions clear or just that Four of Pentacles is just it's very stable. It feels like now they know they have you, right? They're thinking about having you. And if this hasn't happened yet, this is where their head is. They're like, okay, something regarding summer feels like, doesn't have to be summer, but it feels like summer. So that could be soon because we are in summer right now. But whatever they're going to do, whatever they're thinking about planning and doing and acting, because Chariot is some action, that victory resulting is going to lead to a more established connection between the two of you. It's like similar energy to Pile 1, but like Pile 1 was different from this one. But like that Hangman being at the end, it's like they're not letting you go, which is interesting because that was that same energy in that same place of Pile 1, and they have fewer cards. But yeah, it's just like, and especially with the Four Coins, like that stable concrete energy. So it's like this person's very much set on making sure that you're theirs, and you know that you're theirs, and that you're not going anywhere, and maybe someone's flighty or trying to move, because that Chariot is also advancing and chasing something. And it's like this person's not like, they're going to successfully, like if you've been thinking of moving on, this person's going to successfully, they're thinking of how to successfully get you to stay. Or at least even if you're not trying to move on, that's their perception. And they're trying to think of ways to make sure that you stay. But they're definitely like planning and thinking of ways to make sure that they can deepen the connection and make sure that, if commitment's been a thing, if it's been a situation where we're not sure where we stand, we will soon. Summer is a thing, so will by end of summer, you will, once this person figures out that Six of Rods energy of how to successfully maneuver the connection, once they do that, then it's like it's stability from there, because this person can't get you off their mind and think about you a lot, and they really want to make sure that one, you know that, and two, that you're on board with them not wanting you to pursue other connections and such. So I'm going to grab this other tarot deck, because one of the things I said, I don't remember if I said it here, because that's how low on energy I am, and I typically don't remember what I'm doing in these readings anyway. I usually rely on my intuition a lot for these readings, and it's just been incredibly draining lately. Just I've been low on energy, and I'm gonna use the cards because I like them, and because they help me, right? They support me. Okay, 3. Okay, so that's what's going on with this person, and that's why we have that big 3 card, and making sure that they stabilize the energy of the connection, and making sure that they don't want you to leave them and be with anyone else and such. Because okay, so you've got the 4 cups, which is still energy. Like, I don't know if there's just a stagnation in the connection, or if you seem disinterested, but this person's very much concerned that you're going to reject them, or that you are in the process of rejecting them currently, and that's what they're thinking of. Especially because, like, you're kind of mysterious, they can't quite read you. Like, they're relying on their intuition, like they feel like you want to deepen the connection regardless of the status of it, but they're not quite sure with that High Priestess energy, right? That Pisces, Neptune energy of, like, not quite being, is that Pisces, Neptune? I don't even remember. Whatever. I'm telling you that that's the energy that's coming through. That High Priestess energy of just things being beneath the surface. Also could be a play on if you're in a third party situation. Again, third party does not necessarily mean like another person involved. Could be just life situation. Because like that 4 of Cups leading into the High Priestess feels like someone almost hiding a connection, and like that's a thing that they're thinking about, like not wanting to do that, especially with the Queen of Cups. Like, they're concerned with how you will receive that energy. Like, because some of them actually are going to want to keep the relationship private in the beginning stages, or if that's something that you've been doing, they're going to want to keep the situation private. And if you've been very public about your situation, they're going to ask to take a step back, and like maybe people think you two broke up, but they're going to like really just, you're just kind of working things out privately. That's where their headspace is, so that you can kind of reestablish those that emotional connection between you two without other influences and other people observing, right? Especially since you have the Ace of Cups. It's a new fresh energy coming in that they're thinking about. They're trying to think of how to spice up an existing connection, or how to establish one that hasn't launched, right? If it's new, like if you have a crush, this person's really thinking about, okay, how do I make this real without getting rejected, without falling flat on my face? Like, I'm not quite sure how to read Pao 2, but I'm very much interested in Pao 2, and I want to see where this goes. This person is in pursuit with that Chariot and that Ace of Cups. Like, they're gonna move. I'm not like concerned about them moving. That's not a question, especially since you have that 6 of Rods and the Sun. Like, they're stuck on you, and like they're just trying to, the stagnation here now is them trying to figure out what the move should be. Okay, that's where their headspace is. Like, how do I offer the cup, right? Like, how do I make sure that the cup is a cup that Pao 2 wants? That's exactly what's happening. So okay, I'm gonna grab this Oracle deck to get more, and then I have the love-based ones, and then I'm gonna get an outcome and some advice, because that's what I did in Pao 1, and I remember because I wrote it down. Let's see. Okay, Pao 2. Let's see more thoughts from this person, just general thoughts. Lady of Lightning. Okay, so you might be really intimidating, pal, too. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, that's an intuitive read, because as soon as I pulled that card, I was thinking like, okay, it feels scary, like like you may shock somebody, like electrical, like you may be all okay at the bottom. Because I was thinking, it's funny because there's that hesitation is even stemming in over to me as I shuffle, because I was thinking, I was like, should I just take the bottom? I hadn't looked at it yet, but I was like, I was debating on whether or not I want to pull another card, but I got so much from that Lady of Lightning. I was like, you know what? Let's just take the bottom and just roll with what we have, so we don't have so many cards, because I don't like using a lot of cards. Not because I have anything against that. It gets hard to make sure you can see everything. So Lady of Lightning is like making me intuitively feel like you may be a bit abrasive. Like sometimes you may say things that hurt people's feelings, or you may say things that shock people, or you may, and it's not gender specific, like it's Lady of Lightning simply because that's the card in the deck, but like you may kind of say things that shock people, and people don't know how to take you, like that High Priestess energy, and like your person is not sure how to take you, like that Four of Cups energy of them being afraid of being rejected. It's like they don't know, like you, like it's up in the air. Like they feel like you're interested, and they feel like you want to deepen the connection if you're already an established connection. Like let's say you're thinking of marriage, right? Because you do have sacred union. If they're thinking about marriage, they're like, I feel like we're in a good space for that, but I don't know. Pile 2 may like embarrass me in public. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're not sure what your reaction would be to that. Like it could be anything with that. And that is the card of shock. It says surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. And like whatever they're gonna do next, yes, I'm saying do, because they're thinking on it. Whatever they're gonna do next is gonna completely change the dynamic of the relationship forever. I know that sounds extremely dramatic, but it's true, because it's like the Lady of Lightning. It's going to be shocking. You're going to be surprised. You may get a surprise proposal. Some of you will get a surprise proposal. That's a few of you. Not everybody's going to get a surprise proposal. Maybe down the line, but not soon. Not this summer. Like it looks like some of you may. And again, proposal doesn't necessarily have to be a formal marriage. It could just be a commitment if you've been living in the shadows, right? Like hiding the relationship, like public commitment, right? It may shock people. It just feels like this person's thinking of one, being with you, and the fact that it may be shocking and like publicly, whatever, which is weird. And also they really have this energy of wanting to surprise you. Like I said, that surprise proposal for some of you, it doesn't have to be that. This person's thinking of, and again, it's back to that strategy of that like Six of Wands. What do I do to get Pile 2's attention? And that's really what it boils down to. This person really wants to get your attention if they don't already have it. And even if they already have it, they feel like you're disengaging with that Four of Cups energy. They feel like they're losing you in the connection. And they don't want that to happen, because they're not going to let you go. Because they're not in that space. They're in a space of wanting to be with you and work it out. And obviously you have some level of interest in the connection, because you're watching a pick a card reading on what they're thinking. So you at least want to know that. So, but yeah, I mean, whatever the surprise is, whatever the gift is, whatever the approach to you they're thinking of, it's gonna end in sacred union. I mean, I feel like that's the case. Like that's the goal anyway with the Ace of Cups, right? That pursuit of you. But it's gonna be shocking. It's gonna be surprising. Honestly, you may have picked this reading for fun, just to see what this person's thinking, just because you could, or maybe it was suggested to you, and like you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch it. Think of this random person and think of it, and you're gonna be shocked that this person's even interested in you. You're like, wait, I thought this was just me playing on the internet, and then you found a real psychic, and now you're scared. I feel like that may happen to somebody, but I do feel like some of you are asking about someone that you didn't even realize had any interest in you. You're just playing on the internet, and now you realize like that somebody's gonna make a move soon. So that's funny, but I think I'm gonna get to the point where I'm just gonna take these. Yeah. I mean, I know I didn't spend too much time on those 2 cards, but they're straight to the point. Like this person's thinking of union with you, and they're thinking of some way to shock you. Like they're realizing that's going to be shocking, or they're thinking of a way to be shocking. Like just be on guard, be prepared Pile 2. If you don't like that type of thing, just be prepared. Let me see. I'm gonna pull from this romance. What is that? Romance Angels. Got the cute little Romance Angels deck. It's not the full size, but I actually think they're adorable. So it doesn't bother me that they're small. And I don't really have space for larger cards. So let's get some Romance Angels cards for pile 2 regarding this person. This is crazy because this jumped out and jumped back in. Okay, so it jumped out and it jumped back in. Children. That was a card from pile 1. And I don't want to take it. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to keep shuffling, but I wanted to make that message clear that came out. So some of you may make a baby this summer. Just be on guard if that's not what you want. That's something that may be a conversation with this person, but I'm not going to take that one because another one's poking out, and it is unrequited love. Unrequited love. Let me get some more. Okay, it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So, okay, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. Unrequited love is here because this person genuinely doesn't know how to read you. Like, which is bad if you're already in a connection. Like, if you've been in a connection with this person for some time and they don't know how to read you, you're not as open and transparent as you should be. See, true love. And I think I'm going to take one more and then I'm going to take the bottom. But like, if this person doesn't know how to read you and you're in an established connection, that's some work you need to do on yourself. And that's just some advice from spirit right here that I'm channeling, because like, this person shouldn't be this confused if you're together. Now, if it's new, that makes sense. They're shooting a shot soon. Okay, so this fell. Okay. I see. Because we have forgiveness and learning in reverse. Before I put it down, I want to read it. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay. That's what's happening with those of you in connections. What's this at the bottom that wants to be? Oh, that's not even the card that wants to be. Oh, ooh, okay. We're gonna tilt that like that, just so that we can all see everything. Hopefully you can see. It's a bit bright because I'm using natural light. Those of you that are already in a connection, and even some of you that have to establish connection, that's history. That's history. There's some situations, some things to work through with this person that's why you have the unrequited love. They feel like they messed up and that they are, that you're not going to forgive them because you don't think that they've changed. Right. And that's why we have that shocking card, because that's probably why you're going to be shocked by this person, because they're going to have a behavior shift. Those of you with history with this person, like it's going to be completely out of character. They've been really working on themselves. And when they come at you, it's going to be in a way that you've wanted for some time, or that you want someone to come at you for some time. But they're going to be like, wow, like it's going to shock you because you don't think this person is capable of growing. For some of you, especially with that codependency card at the bottom. But that also, even if it's not this dramatic history based, if it's somebody new that you have a crush on and that has a crush on you, that codependency card is just doubling down on they want you, they're set on you, they're coming. Especially since the card that poked itself out was new love. So you have true love, you have new love. It's a beautiful situation. But that unrequited love is if it's a new situation, it's because this person's not sure how to read you, that they feel like it's one-sided, and they just want to make sure that you and them are on the same page. Because even if it, like I said, it doesn't have to be this history with this person. If it's a new person, as new love says, it's like forgiveness and learning. They're kind of hanging on to past issues. Like if they've been rejected in the past, or if they got their feelings hurt in the past, or someone wronged them in the past, they're kind of like projecting that onto you a little bit. So they're not that's why their feelings are kind of all over the place and they're not sure how to take you. So it may not be that you're just standoffish, pal, too. That person may just be traumatized from past experiences as it relates to love, if it's a new person. And it could be, again, a more mature connection as well. But those of you in a more mature situation, a situation that has history, a situation that you're currently in, this person really wants to refresh that. Again, Ace of Cups, new love. And if they've had issues that they needed to work out themselves, like if they've had addictions, if they've had just issues just in general with codependency, they've worked that out. And when they come in, they're going to shock you. They're going to completely shock you, Lady of Lightning, because of how different that they are. Now, there are some of you here, I have to mention, if this is not resonating that this person has changed, it's because they did not, right? It's because they did not, right? We're looking at their thoughts. They did not, forgiveness and learning, reversed. They did not. Unrequited love. You're not going to get what you need from this person. Some of you, even though they're going to come in, even though you're going to be together, you may eventually realize it's not going to work out. That some of you here, if that resonated for you, but you're going to come, like some of you in that situation where this person hasn't changed, you're going to come together and it's going to feel really good at first. It's really just so that you can work out those codependency issues you have so that you can be open to new love. Wow, that's a lot that came through. We were asking for their thoughts and then we got all kinds of tea. And honestly, it's for them. It's for you as well. Like, it could be them coming to you to heal that energy as well. It doesn't have to just be you. I'm grabbing this other deck. I just got it last night. And I want to see more on the connection. But again, I don't want y'all to get too worried about that situation where it's like it's going to end up with you or them, you and them not working out. That circumstance that I just talked about, where you two coming together to heal that codependency and to work out that issues you have from the past. With new love at the bottom, it just shows that if it doesn't work out with this person, again, that subgroup, it's just opening you up for much more intimacy with another person in the future, right? With new love. Honestly, with the sacred union, it may be clearing energy with the karmic so that you can come to union with your soulmate or twin flame. That could be this situation too. Let me get, this is taking a while. Okay, I'm going to take these two. Beautiful face standing alone. Love's embrace. Yeah, some of you are really gonna I don't know why I'm getting these messages for you, but we're gonna roll with it real quick because it is off topic. Some of you are gonna come together with this person just so that you can learn how to heal that codependency, so you can learn to stand alone, and so that you can eventually learn to love yourself, beautiful face, and kind of come to union with someone else, right? But those of you not in that subgroup, this energy of learning how to heal yourself and everything, that is something that you're gonna have to learn how to do to embrace this connection. Maybe why you're getting a standoffish vibe to this person. And also that is something, that's why it's coming through. This person's thinking about all of the healing you can do. Like, I'm realizing that this person can see your trauma. That's why you have the high priestess. I think, yeah, you have the high priestess. This person can see. Look at that eye on the Ace of Cups. Look at this person can see all of the issues that you have that would get in the way of a connection. So that's part of the reason why they know they have to come at you a certain way, because they can see that trauma. You may have some loner energy, or you may be very single if you're the person, like if you're asking about someone that you're not with, you may have been single for a while with that standing alone card, and they know that, when they come at you, they're going to have to come at you very correct, because you're very selective and everything. So, and honestly, with the beautiful face and standing alone, this person's wondering why you're single if you are. Like, they don't understand why you're single, especially if you have been for some time. They don't get it. It's not just about a beautiful face. This person sees you as very beautiful inside and out. They feel like you have a lot of qualities that would make you desirable for a partner. They just genuinely don't understand how you're available. That's probably why they're coming in hot and quick. Like, I'm gonna snatch this person up. Pile 2 is not gonna have the opportunity to realize they can do better than me. That's hilarious. But yeah, that's this person's thoughts. Like, they're wondering why. And for those of you that are single, and if you're in a connection with this person, they're thinking about, like, if you've asked for space, they're thinking about that. They're thinking about, like, the fact that you asked for space, and the fact that you're out there being as excellent as you are, Pile 2, feeling single, like not saying you are, but like, you know, couples take breaks. Sometimes they're like, I can't believe pile 2 is really like asking me for space, right? Codependency. Pile 2 is asking me for space, and now they're just out and everybody's gonna want them. Like that's the energy right now, which is why they're coming back in hot, because they don't want you to have space. They don't want you to be able to feel anyone else out. Like they're very insecure in you having the opportunity to find a partner that you may deem better than them. That's an insecurity that they have, and they don't want you doing that. Codependency. And they have issues standing alone. Like they don't want to be separate from you. And it could be switched. It could be reversed. Like they may realize that like they ask you for space and like you're having a hard time with it, and they're thinking about that, and they know, but like that forgiveness and learning reverse, they're kind of giving you that space to kind of, they don't feel like you can love them appropriately with that codependency. So like they're kind of giving you that space to kind of love yourself so that you two can come back together. Love's embrace, right? Yeah, it's a lot of energy. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull from this card, this oracle deck, and I'm going to get, just like I did in pile 1, I'm going to pull, let's see, I'm going to pull however many come out and fall. That's going to be advice regarding the connection. And then the bottom of the deck is going to be the overview for the connection. Let's go. All right, pile 2. All right. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. Okay, some of you definitely picked pile 1. Flow in reverse. We're not taking it. Because we don't want to. Like, I don't want to tie. And I cleared the energy, y'all. I did. But some of you just carry over to multiple houses, multiple situations. It makes sense, because I know y'all like to talk about it being detailed and everything. And if you combine piles, it can be a personal reading, because you just take the pieces of the different piles that called you. You don't force it. But if it called you to multiple piles, you take one part of one pile and the other part of the other pile. And I mean, yeah, sometimes you get the tea. Okay, so pile 2. Acceptance. You've got acceptance. And then I'm going to get one more. I'm going to take this one. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay. Those of you that are in a rough patch, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Intention slanted right. A lot of you are maturing. Pile 1 also has some slanted right energy. So a lot of you are having matured energy, I'm seeing right now coming in at this time of you watching this reading. Like you're at a place where your connection's maturing, even if it's a new connection, like a crush or whatever. Like you're reaching a point where things are having to shift, right? And with I'm gonna get to that overview in a second, but right now your advice is acceptance and just to allow that remaining negativity to go. Because I've already see, again, slanted right, outgoing energy, maturing energy, finalizing energy. It is something you've been working on, and it's something that you are already in a decent place with, but you haven't quite mastered it yet. That pessimistic attitude, that negativity, but it's going away, and it's working, and it's going to go away soon, especially as you continue to nurture the path of just being more positive, right? Optimistic, not in a phony way, but in an authentic way, feeling good, truly. Acceptance is, well, one, that's an outright message for you to accept that offer that's coming in. I feel like some of you, I talked about it possibly not ending well, so I may have made you a little concerned about pursuing this connection. Regardless of which scenario you identified with in this pile, you're being encouraged to accept it, accept the offer that's coming in, and not to be negative as it pertains to any future outcomes. Because here's the thing, with outcome intention, that's maturing energy. It's going to end. How it ends is going to very much depend on your perception in how you behave, right? If you intend to go into the situation knowing that it's like, if you go in intending for it to be temporary, it's going to be temporary. There's no way around that. If you go into it feeling like it's going to be long term, then that's how it's going to go. It's whatever you want it to be, and whatever this person wants for it to be. But you're being encouraged to accept the offer, accept things that this is a step in your journey that you need to be on. A lot of you are really going to end up with this person, and this is your person, like Love's Embrace, Ace of Cups, Sacred Union, like lots of things. Like this new love is going to be something serious that you're not going to want to split from this person ever. So just go into it positive, go into it with an authentic approach, right? Don't think of it as temporary, even if it ends up being so for some of you. Because the outcome right now is that incoming intention. Like this person's going to be very clear in their intentions. They're going to be very transparent about how they think, how they feel as it relates to you. Okay, that is the outcome for you, Pal 2. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, Pal 3, if you selected this, I think, fluorite crystal, then this is your reading. So as I said in the previous 2 piles, I'm really low on energy, so I have tons of decks that I'm going to rely on, because I usually rely more on my psychic gifts and intuitive abilities, but I genuinely I feel like I ended up doing that to a certain degree anyway. But I wanted to put something out because it's been a while, but I didn't want to overexert my energy in that way. So I just have so many decks that I'm just going to rely on, versus just really focusing on like 3 cards, right? So and I also like using my cards too, so using them more does not feel bad. It's just, I know sometimes y'all like, wow, that's really detailed for 3 cards, but I don't have that energy right now. Let's see. I'm realizing that I don't, like, because I'm live shuffling, which I'm also doing, I don't have a I don't have anything to like put with the crystals for the thumbnail. So I'm probably gonna do, like, in the intro, I'm gonna use that Spirit de la Lune deck and just kind of pull a card so that can help you select as well. So let's just get into it. We're gonna see what your person's thinking, and we're gonna pull tons of cards to see. Just get a feel for your person, Pile 3. So what is Pile 3's person thinking? What is Pile 3's person thinking? I heard the words come back. So if you left somebody, yeah, that's interesting. Let's see, Pile 3. Justice. We're gonna aim for at least 3, because I think I got 3 in the other 2 piles. Okay, and just like that, I got like a gang of cards that I'm not gonna take, but I am gonna take this one. Queen of Rods. It's interesting. The Star. Okay, you had a glow up. You're on a journey, Pal 3, that you had a glow up. Whether you realize it or not, maybe it's not real, but in this person's eyes, you had a glow up. Maybe that's why some of you are getting the comeback message, because you got 2 major arcana cards, which is a really big deal. It's like you have you're reaching an era where, like, the universe is really working in your favor, right? The stars are aligning. You have that star card. So especially with the overview as the Page of Coins, the reason why I'm talking about you, that's what this person's thinking about. They see things coming into balance with you with that Justice card. Like, they see things, like all of your work is finally, you're starting to see the benefits of it. They see, like, you're shining brightly. Like, you may be getting more recognition publicly or professionally or socially, right? You might be getting a lot of attention romantically from a lot of suitors, right? Right now, your energy is kind of in build, create mode. Like, it's like with that Queen of Rods, that's what they see you as. Like, they see you really going out to get things. And again, it's not about gender. Queen of Rods is just the receptive personality of the rods, whereas the King, I consider, would probably be the more action-oriented version of the King of Rods. The Queen is more receiving, like creating and but more so receiving, if that makes sense. So that's the energy that you're in. Like you kind of already built, like you're creating so many things, but you're also receiving, if not in balance, if not more than what you're projecting outward. And this person sees that and it's heavy on their mind because Page of Coins, they see all of these opportunities, all of these new ideas you're bringing into the material world, right? Like you're acting and you're planning and you're going, like you're getting what you want in this life. And this person's really thinking about that right now. They're really thinking about that. And they're almost feeling like you may be a little too good for them at this point with that Justice card and the Star. Sorry, let me get a sip of water. This person may be parched. They may be a little thirsty for you, pile 3. Yeah. So like it feels like this person's like really like thinking about how, okay, if I'm gonna go for that Queen of Rods, if I'm gonna be with pile 3, I have to step it up a little bit. And like Queen of Rods is really also a play of like maybe like, you know, maybe an innuendo, especially with that imagery. Like you may have all of the people in the streets right now after you, pile 3. Like you may be a hot commodity romantically. It's just and you deserve it with that Justice card, the Star card. Like you deserve for everyone to like fall at your feet. That's what you know, you've built yourself up to this version of yourself. You've taken care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, and now people can see that. Like it's manifested all of that work that you've been doing on yourself, all of that self-work, focusing on, you know, your finances, your career, focusing on your health, focusing on, you know, even physical appearance here. Like you just focusing on yourself and just really catering to you has really just, it has this person going crazy. Like that's what they're thinking about. Like when they think of you, they start thinking about all of this other stuff, all of this external stuff. They're not thinking about you, the individual. They're thinking about everything around you, all of the things you're doing, all of the people you're coming into contact with. That's what's on this person's mind. So I'm going to grab some more cards because like they're thinking about your goals. They're thinking about your successes. Judgment just fell out, slanted left. I'm not gonna take it because I didn't shuffle properly, but like I mean it's like some final energy. So I hopefully, like I don't know if it's someone you broke up with or someone that broke up with you and it was like done and like now they're having regrets. But this person's seeing you prosper and they're happy about it. I don't want you to think that they're jealous. They're not jealous of in the sense of not wanting you to do well. They're really impressed with what you've become. It's just and if this is a new person, let me see if I can, while I'm shuffling, if I can see what's going on with these new people. Because I'm talking about somebody that's saying come back, but this is a person you don't have an established connection with. Ooh, like you inspire them to be better with that card, Star card. Like you inspire this person to be better if this is a new person. They want to get on your level and like that Page of Coins is like now you have them thinking of ways that they can improve their finances, their career, their health. Like you, like they learn from you and they like you're really inspiring and like they feel like you two are a perfect match, all of you with that Justice card, like 2 sides of the same scale, given twin flame energy. Like they kind of think of that if that's what something that they know, even if they don't know that concept, they can like they have the feelings that you would associate with that concept, right? That's where the headspace is. But like I said, this is a new person. They're really inspired by you and they're kind of like trying to get on your level so that they can be like a good partner to you so that you two will be equally yoked with that Justice card. So I have a card here to clarify, 7 of Wands, fighting energy. I'm just going to throw it up here so that I can, sorry, I'm knocking everything over, but I have another card that wants to come out, King of Cups. Let me pull one more maybe, and then we'll take the bottom of the deck. And this one is slipping into my hand, so we're taking it, the Emperor. Yeah, this is boss energy, pile 3. Like this person really feels like you have your stuff together. Like really feel like you have your stuff together, and then you have the Fool at the bottom, which kind of, it's like, it feels very familiar in that Page of Coins energy of that building and really whereas the Page is like kind of laying the foundation and building, making plans to pursue endeavors. The Fool is taking that leap of faith. So like some of you may have started your own business. This person's really impressed with that. Like it's just like that's what this person's thinking. Like this person like don't get me wrong, this person has deep feelings for you. Like they're feeling like very passionate in that Queen of Rods, right? Very loving with that King of Cups. Like they have a lot of passion, a lot of love for you, but they're thinking about this go-getter energy you have. And like, honestly, they want to nurture that with that Page of Coins. Like they feel like they can kind of help you. Like with the Emperor, they feel like they have resources that could help you advance more. Like when I say that Justice card is like, okay, scales, right? Balance. There are things that you are teaching this person that you've opened this person up to just by observing you if you're not in contact with them. But there are things that you don't necessarily have the maturity of, or that you don't know as it relates to whether it's business, fitness, whatever it is that you're advancing in. They feel that they have skills, knowledge, understanding that they could share with you to help develop you, because that Page of Coins is very young energy. It's very immature. It's making the plans to go, and you have a path that you're traveling on that will be successful, but you have to eventually get to the Knight and then the Queen and then the King, you see. So that's where you are. You're that page that's stepping into, going into energy. But right now your person's thinking like, hey, you're like, your person's thinking that you have that star energy, that Emperor energy. You are gonna be that, but they feel like they have some of that Emperor energy that you lack currently, that you're gonna later develop, that they could help you grow in, if that makes sense. Like this person is really thinking about like successes with you. Like they're not thinking about like they're thinking about being with you, that they do have feelings for you, like they do have that love, that passion, but they're thinking like building. They're thinking about like, okay, let me teach Pile 3 how to like advance all of this promise that they have, right? Like you have that passion, that energy of the Fool, right? You have that knowledge, that go-getter energy, and that Queen of Rods. You have that star power, that Emperor energy. But let's develop this Page of Coins. Like that's what this person is thinking, which is interesting. So there may be an age difference or just a difference in experience. Like you may be like, let's say if we're talking career, like you met this person. This person may have lots of experience in one area where you have lots of experience in another. So with the Justice card, you bring that experience together. Now you have two fields or two energies that you're very experienced in, that you could really nurture any plans that you have. That's where this person's thinking. That's crazy. So I'm glad I have these romance cards that I'm going to get to in a second, because this person's not giving romantic energy. Like, don't get me wrong, they're very inspired. It's very loving energy, that they have the potential to be romantic, but that's not their headspace as it relates to you, Pile 3. Right now, they're just thinking, okay, how do we build these plans? Like, how do I develop Pile 3? Pile 3 is like, but then there's an underlying energy of like, you not like them wanting to get on your level. And it probably is because of that skills, because of the difference in what you're good at. I'm getting that difference. Like they're good at one, you're good at the other, right? Because the King of Cups is like an opposite to the Queen of Rods, right? Like, and again, not gender, but like if that's you too, and how they see you too, like them as a King of Cups or them as the Queen of Rods and you as the other, then like you're very different, very equal, but very different, right? You're not sitting on the same side of the scale weighing it down. You have two different sides to bring it into balance. And like, they see you as that perfect match. Okay, now we're getting some romance. Like they see you as that perfect match to them because you have the skills that they lack and they have the skills that you lack. So maybe that's personal as well, because I'm thinking business with that Page of Coins. Let me get this deck. Let me get more on their thoughts of you, Pile 3. I mean, this person's really like, this is a very interesting pile, because it was like, I was trying to get like a romantic feeling. It is romantic, but it's like persons thinking like business, like partnership. Like the Justice card is ruled by Libra. It's like it's partnerships, it's business contracts, it's romance as well, but it would be more like a marriage, right? It would be marriage versus like just a romantic love. And then with the Star and the Fool, I think those are both Aquarius energy, Uranus, and it's like well, Uranus rules shock, so could be a shock involved. But it's also community-based energy. Like it's unique ideas and such, like being very creative, creating something for the greater good and everything like that kind of energy, like networking and stuff. So it's giving more structured social energy than like being social for pleasure, like the relationship you have with this person. It's not feeling very intimate at all. It's not feeling personal at all. Okay, so you've got Dragon's Duel. So this person's conflicted. Don't make no sense. I don't know why this person's conflicted. They seem to have it all together. They have a plan. They know exactly what they want to do with you. So what are they so conflicted about? Maybe it's a temptation vibe, right? Like a you know, like very tempting energy. Let's see if I could get something else. Choice is required, obviously, because, you know, the card says inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. So there's a moral decision regarding this connection. Y'all live some scandalous lives. Okay, sun dancers. Okay, so joyful activity, celebration of life, abundance. So you've got the star, you've got the sun dancers. I'm going to take this card that's poking out. Okay, 2 cards are poking out. Okay, so well watcher. Some of you, this is a person that's watching you from afar. Oh, and at the bottom, Lady of Lightning, which came out in one of the other piles. I did mention shocks with Uranus. So with Lady of Lightning, surprises, it says sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. So might have wanted to pick one of the other piles. Something about the connection is shocking. Something, again, and it makes sense if like I said, it feels, even if you two have a social relationship, it doesn't feel social for fun, like 5th house Leo energy. It feels Aquarius. So it feels like 11th house. It feels like maybe you two are in a professional organization together. Maybe you two are in and that could be work as well. I know I said it, but like when I said work, like some sort of association, right? Like some sort of group. I can't think right now. But or like a social organization as well, like a club, something that you two have hobbies in common with, or you know, like you know how doctors have these clubs, these groups for doctors, stuff like that. And because that's just what this relationship feels like if it's social, because it does not feeling very intimate, like I said. So anyway, that conflict, right? Sun dancers, it's like this dance you're doing where like you may not be talking about the energy between you two, because this person, in this person's head, like they're going back and forth about the nature of the connection with that Dragon's Duel, but like they just know that the connection you two have is very powerful, right? Sun dancers, joyful activity, celebration of life, abundance. They think about how happy and fulfilled they feel when they talk to you, when they interact with you, when you two go back and forth. And it's like they've just really been observing you and the connection, and they're just kind of still with it, thinking about what the connection actually is. Like they are trying to figure out what the connection actually is. And because of that, you have that Phoenix, which came out with the Well Watcher, right? They're just kind of sitting with the energy of trying to figure out, like, you know, because it says wisdom and power to the divine, like they're trying to realize and understand what the connection is, and maybe they have, or they will soon, and it's going to completely change the relationship with that Phoenix card, like resurrection, surrender to change. It's basically like, okay, are we just colleagues? I heard that word. Are we just associates? Are we just people that belong to the same club, or is there a potential for us to be more, especially as this person seeing whatever you're working on and the things that you may talk about in this association, club, organization. Again, think 11th house energy. Whatever you're talking about, whatever you're doing, whatever you're sharing with this person, it's like they're watching it and they can see how well they fit in. And they're thinking, is this just me helping a friend? Is this just me being a business partner if I step in? Or is there potential for us to, you know, that Justice card, Libra energy, is this someone I could see myself marrying and continuing this journey, not just professionally or academically or whatever, it could be a more intimate and personal situation. That's why you haven't had any intimate cards yet, because this person's trying to feel out that concept of becoming more intimate in your relationship, taking it to another level, right? Doing the more personal stuff, because that's not where you two are. At least it doesn't feel like it from this pile. But that's basically what's happening in this person's head right now. Let me see if I can see anything else. Yeah, they're really thinking a lot about you, and they're really thinking a lot about the connection though. And it does make them feel good. It's not like they're not thinking from a stressful place. It's not about stressful. It's just about how are we going to do this? How are we going to proceed? Like, what's the nature of the relationship, kind of thing. Like, they feel good when they're thinking of you. They're not feeling bad. They're trying to figure out what the connection is. And with Lady of Lightning as the overview here, it's like a realization. Like, they're realizing that there's a potential for this relationship to advance in a different way. So in that realization with that Phoenix, it's like that's what they're sitting with. Like, it would be a new journey with that Fool card. Like, they're like really thinking about it. Now, some of you, it's a bit scandalous. That's why you've got that Dragon's Duel. It is a bit stressful because there's that conflict there, like a decision, like maybe being with you is I don't know, but some of you live scandalous lives. So, but it would be a new journey regardless. And honestly, some of you, it's not scandalous. It's simply they would have to give up something. So, like, for example, if this is someone that if you want to start a business with this person, like, you're going to go in as business partners, they may have to let go of a previous business, or like a previous job or something like that, or one of you would have to do that. You get what I'm saying? Like, it could be any of those things that the conflict is. It doesn't have to be just like a choice between like two personal situations romantically. It could be a choice between two situations of any nature. So but yeah, it is shocking, that realization, and it is and that's what they're thinking about, how shocking it is and how shocking it could be if the relationship were to advance, because that's not what you two were thinking going in to whatever the original relationship was. But it's like, again, a total paradigm shift. So that's what this person's thinking about. That's where this person's head is. And that weighing on that choice of, do we maintain the current status of our relationship, or do we take it to another level and then do all kinds of other things? And they're also thinking about what that would do, because there's that fear. That's part of that conflict of, okay, if we take it to a more personal level, does that then compromise the business we do together, right? The work we're doing together, does that compromise that if it goes wrong? So that's what their headspace is. So let's get some I ordered these really cute what is it called, the Romance Angels cards that everybody uses. I have the small ones because I think the deck is out of print, whatever, but I think the small ones are really cute. And I have a lot of cards on the table, so I'm glad that they won't take up too much space. Let me see what's in this person's head regarding love, specifically as it relates to you, Pal 3, because we didn't get too much. They're way too in their head about what that would be to even get to the point of thinking about romance. Not that they don't have romantic thoughts, it's just not the main energy here. And you deserve love, want it to come out, so we will take it. Okay. And retreat is at the bottom, but I'm gonna keep shuffling. This person, okay, it's weighing heavily on this person's mind. Like, if they, it's back to that feeling not good enough for you, right? Like, that underlying energy that's been throughout this pile of them not feeling like I'm shuffling, but I have no intention to pull. And that may be what, like what's going on, because I'm going to pull, but I want to focus on that energy first. But like, that's what's going on in the connection. It's like you keep doing this dance and no one's really doing anything. Like, you're acting with no intent to like do. So there may be some flirting. Like, that's what this, you two may be flirting and everything, but like no one's going to actually make that move, or hasn't. And like, it's like you always like test the limits or whatever, and then never quite go that way, because this doesn't feel like an established romantic connection to me. If it is, it's somebody that you had a romantic connection with in the past, and now you two have developed more and they're trying to circle back, because it does not feel like, yeah, no, I'm not seeing this being a person you're currently in a healthy connection with. So, not romantically. But yeah, this person has low self-esteem and they don't feel like they're worthy of you. And that's part of the choice of, can I even be with pile 3? Is that even a realistic outcome? Should I just stick to this business thing because like, or this academic thing, or like this hobby, because like pile 3 is not really gonna go there with me. And they're always also trying to talk themselves into a situation where like they're working through those feelings of inferiority. And with me throwing that right on top of Dragon still, if this is a situation where they're making a choice between two romantic situations, they've because that you deserve love came out for you, it makes me feel like if there's a third party individual, that person is not someone that they have an emotional attachment to. They're already thinking about the fact that they want to be with you. Okay, it depends. So if your person is stepping out of the connection with a third party, they may be like, regardless, it's looking like they're wanting the third party, like whoever is outside of the established thing. Because that, like, I'm in this person's headspace and like they're conflicting with it, and it's like morality. That morality word is standing out, and it's like whatever they're in is a moral decision. It's like, okay, this you deserve love on top of morality feels like making the shocking decision, right? In the Lady of Lightning, the paradigm shift would not be the best moral decision. But that card seems to be like the energy of this person, like you deserve love too, kind of thing. That's just what I'm getting looking at these cards. So if that's a thing, if there's a third party situation of a person, like if this person is whatever committed situation they're in, and it really doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a committed partnership. It could be a committed professional situation. It could be a committed academic situation that they would have to let go to be with you. Or to continue further with you. They feel like breaking that contract, right? You do have justice, would be wrong, but it would be for their highest good. It would make them feel the best. That's where their headspace is. Let me see what else with this romance. Religious factors. What? And just as I was talking about that morality, right? I was on a roll with that, and here we go. So the person you're asking about feels deeply religious, which makes sense, right? You've got justice, you've got dragon's stool. It's like, and I think I said something about temptation. Like this person feels very religious in whatever sense of that meaning for them. Especially with the Well Watcher, right? You've got power of the divine, right? That's very faith-based card. And this it's interesting because that is what that dragon's duel is. So whatever compromise, whatever contract you're gonna have to break, again, doesn't have to be with another person, like it like not romantically, but it could be with an institution. Whatever contract they're gonna have to break to be with you, to pursue you in that Fool card. Oh, I'm talking too much. Okay, it's interesting. I'm into this person's thoughts, and like I did need water earlier, but like I don't know if you can hear how raspy my voice got all of a sudden. Okay, I just took a sip of water, but this person does not want me saying the things that I'm saying. But this person's really or maybe it's things that they haven't expressed yet, and they I'm talking too much. But this person's very religious in what they, or maybe I'm hitting the nail on the head. I'm being a little too descriptive. But religious factors and all of that, like this person doesn't want to go against their morals, right? Their faith, what they consider loyalty and such. They don't want to do that in their pursuit of you. But like there's that you deserve love. Like they genuinely don't want to do something that would be a misstep. in terms of their faith, because they are very serious about whatever their faith is and their integrity. So let me get one last card. This one's sticking out. We'll take it. Trust. What did I say? You know what? I might start live shuffling, because sometimes y'all think I'm playing, and like I'll be talking and the card come out just saying what I just said. Trust, right? Because that card says this situation is calling for you to have faith. And that is what this person has. And at the bottom of the deck, I'm trying to see where I can place this so you can see. I can put it, I can slide this up. Worth waiting for. So there's gonna be some, like this person feels like you're worth it. They're feeling like they're hoping that you wait for them in whatever decisions that they have to make. But as it relates to you, if they have to wait for you, they will. Period. It's not a question. But in their mind, you're worth it. You're worth all of this shifting that they're gonna have to do, all of the shifting that they've done. You're worth it to them, and that's the overall theme of their headspace in terms of being with you on a romantic level, because they haven't gotten there yet. They're just they've got so much stuff that has to come before the romance with you, if that makes sense, right? Because you deserve love. Like we're trying, this person's trying to get in a headspace of allowing themselves to fully love you. So if this is a committed situation and this is resonating, then up until now, because I finally got those of you that have been with this person, up until now, this has been a surface level commitment. Like if you're asking about a person that you feel like, if you're going to continue with this person, if you've been in a committed situation, it's been surface level. Whatever energy whatever commitment you have, it was because obligation, morals, right? Like might have gotten married because you have children, might have gotten married because financial reasons, just lots of reasons people, and I say married because justice is there, but even if it's not that legal paper, you're in a committed situation because you had to be. And now this person is kind of entering that full energy, entering a shocking new space of developing into loving you. Like it's kind of you're in a place where you've grown to love one another, right? You might have gotten married for really just genuinely religious reasons. Like it may have been what is it called? Oh my gosh, I can't think today. An arranged marriage, right? You may be in an arranged situation, or stepping into, the person you're inquiring about is someone you're stepping into. They're thinking about how they could grow to love you, right? They could see that they're going to learn to love you, and they genuinely, authentically mean that. And it will be a beautiful situation, because you deserve love, religious factors, trust. Like it's going to work out. They just know that it's going to take time, with worth waiting for, if that's the situation we're in, like a matchmaking situation. And even if it's not as formal as a true matchmaker or an arranged marriage, like if friends introduce you, the person is that you're inquiring about, they could see themselves being with you. It's too early, too new for them to see, like for them to feel that now, but they could see themselves getting to that point. Those of you where I mentioned like a possible third party, if you're asking about a partner that may be stepping out on you, it could go either way. I'm not gonna lie. I do see a shock with the Fool and the Lady of Lightning, but if they go away to be with this third party, it would be shocking. It would be, but and I do see that happening. I'm not gonna lie. For a lot of you, if in this group of you have a person stepping out on you, I do see them like leaving you, but it's not gonna be right away. You may think that it's fine, and then boom, because worth waiting for. It's like they're just trying to get to the headspace of actually doing it. For those of you that they're stepping out, because they're kind of, and you know, if it, again, this isn't a personal reading, and I try to make it as personal as possible, but if you know that you're with a person in a committed situation and it's more of a situation of convenience, you know exactly that this is your energy of this person that's stepping out, going to be with that other person, because they've kind of found someone that they actually do connect with on an emotional level, that you deserve love, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately, you don't want to wish ill on people, but you know, your status quo is gonna have to change, and so that you can go out and find what you need as well. But if you married for love, or if you're with someone that you genuinely feel love for, and just something happened where there's this tempting energy, and this person's stepping out on you because they're tempted, and it's that devil's duel energy. I said devil's duel, like the devil card, I guess, but the dragon's duel, like this temptation, right? This lust energy, but there's still love in a connection. It just means that that lust energy caught this person off guard, and that but they're prepared to make a total break from it and work things out with you, because one, that's the moral thing to do, and they genuinely love you. So it again, take the energy. I try to specify the different scenarios that I see so that you all can have clarity. And let me just move on to the next deck. But yeah, lots of situations, and I hope that because I also want to inspire you to kind of think and interpret the reading yourself to some degree. Like, as I get here and I start describing situations, sometimes you can be like, okay, this scenario is kind of, my scenario is like almost a hybrid of it, and because she said this and this, I can see where I fit, you know what I mean? Like something that I didn't say, but like it sparked, like, okay, this is me. She's like right in the middle of it, because this is a general reading and it's not going to be personal for me to say every detail for you. So let's get this card, and then I'm gonna this is a new deck I got from Amazon. I got it last night. I'm not that familiar with it, so we may read the book. I didn't read it for the other two piles, but I felt inclined to say we may read the book. So maybe you like to read, maybe your person likes to read. Okay, I got two. The charm of simplicity. Okay. This person's resistant to change. They don't like that fool, the light lady of lightning energy. They like the status quo. They like to be comfortable. Like, they want things to be easy. And they see that being that way with you. Like, they love that. They love how you're just yourself. You may be just a really authentic, very honest person. They just love how you are exactly as you show yourself to the world. And part of these issues are all of the changes that they're going to have to make in your connection. And I mean, worth waiting for. They feel like you're worth it, but yeah. Oh, okay. They're very attracted to you physically as well. And at the bottom, joy and jubilation. Okay, so they just really enjoy spending time with you, and they just think about how much happiness you bring to them. And the charm of simplicity, body positive, joy and jubilation. Like, they just like spending time with you. That's the main thoughts here with this deck, and what they're thinking, and how easy everything is with you. Maybe that's part of the struggle, is maybe if some of you in the scandalous situations, like how difficult it is there, and how easy it is with you. Could be that. Or even if yeah, like all of the trouble that third party, even if it's not a person, that situation is, like, they just love how easy it is when they're with you, talking to you, interacting with you, even thinking of you. It just brings them happiness, and not even just all of that stress that whatever the third party, if it's school, work, other obligations, you know, like I said, not necessarily a person, whatever that is, they just feel so good when they're thinking of you and talking to you and such, because again, the overview is joy and jubilation. So just fun and just happy energy when they think of you, even though there's that struggle and that insecurity there. So I'm gonna take this last deck and wrap it up. It has I'm gonna take whatever falls, like I did in the other two piles. I'm gonna take whatever falls as advice for you, specifically pile 3, regarding the connection, and I'm going to take the bottom of the deck as the outcome. So let's go. Pile 3, That's a lot of cards. We are not taking that many. Let's see. Growth in reverse. Again, extremely resistant to change. Extremely. I'm going to take this one too. And then, oh, that's interesting. Like, changes have to happen, but this person is extremely resistant to change. Okay, kindness. That's what's happening. Okay, that moral compass, that religious factor, just making sure you go about things the right way. So whether it relates to like professional, academics, just business contracts of any nature, not romantic or romantic, this person wants to make sure they go about it the right way. And they want to make sure that they're transparent, that they're honest, and that they don't like scandalous situations. Right? Like, they don't want to be in breach of contract with any employer or any business partner or anything like that, whatever the situation is. And that's what's the blockage is currently, right? Growth in reverse. I know this is advice and in outcome, but like it's feeding the reading. So we'll get there. But that's the stagnation. Now it's coming in. That's probably part of that shock, that the Fool card and the Lady of Lightning, of there's something coming in that's going to present itself, that's going to make it very easy, right? The charm of simplicity for you to proceed with whatever business, whatever romance, whatever it is. Like, it's going to open itself up for that to happen. Now that's the outcome, because you have kindness slanted right, which I'll get to, but that alternative card slanted right, that's incoming energy, that is maturing, developing energy, like it's almost where it needs to be. And okay, let me hurry up and wrap it up because I'm low on battery. So yeah, alternative is basically where that opportunity that's coming in, that's going to present itself, so that like that you didn't see coming. That's the part of the shock that's coming in with that Uranus and Aquarius energy, and that Lady of Lightning is going to come in so that you two can, like, you don't see it coming. It's going to make things better. That's going to accelerate that growth that is currently in reverse. And kindness slanted right is that it's not going to be scandalous. It's not going to be rough. It's not going to be mess. It's not going to be legal issues with the justice. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out fine. It's just going to take a little bit of time, worth waiting for. But it's going to move. Things are going to move with that Lady of Lightning card, and it's going to move in a positive way. It's going to be happy. Everyone's going to feel good. Okay. Because kindness is like, we're coming into an energy of kindness, right? Like, it's slanted right. So by the end of this thing, everybody involved is going to feel good, whether it's business partners, whether it's a spouse, whether it's, anybody. You and this person are going to be good, and everybody involved will be fine. Okay. So that is the outcome. Your advice is to just sit in it, like growth, like don't try to push, worth waiting for, because that's why growth is in reverse. And alternative coming in, just focus on you. Go do other things, maybe date other people, do something else right now while that manifests, okay? That is your advice, pile 3. I'm going to wrap it up because my battery's dying. So I have to go, and I'm also tired. So yeah, if this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.